Hey guys, how's it going? A lot of my life revolves around food. There's a lot of things regarding food that I also find interesting and funny, and let me know if you think they're funny as well. So this one time I was walking through Walmart and I was going in for specifically candy. So I got down to the candy aisle, I'm looking around, I'm seeing what they have. And as I'm looking through the candy aisle, there's like these clothes stuffed in one of the shelves. They're not really supposed to be there. I didn't really think much of it. Kind of walk by it, keep looking. Eventually I come back to it and I take a closer look and I pull it off the shelf, and it's like this workout suit. It's like this top and this pants, they match, they go together. It wasn't until later that it struck me why I found that so interesting. There was another person in that aisle before me. And that person, before they went to the candy aisle, went to the athletic wear aisle. And they picked out a tracksuit. It was like a workout suit. It was something you wear like when you're warming up before a basketball game, or something that you wear when you go jogging and it's a little cooler out. You know what? I'm going to work out. I'm going to turn my life around. I'm going to get this back on track. They put it in their cart. They're like, yes, this is what I'm going to do. They're on their way to the checkout, and then they just out the corner of their eye, they see like, oh, are those peanut M&Ms? You know what? Working out is hard. And who am I doing that for? Me? Maybe. Someone I like? Probably. But you know what? Candy doesn't judge me. Candy's just there for you. So I think I'm going to take these clothes that I went and picked and stack them nicely, put them on the shelf, and I'm going to grab this bag of M&Ms because you know what? The M&Ms accept me for who I am. And I think that's what matters most. Something I hear workout people saying all the time is listen to your body. Your body's going to tell you things, you need to listen to it. And they mean if you're doing a little bit too much weight or you get your heart rate a little bit too high, listen to your body. Your body knows if it's in danger. Your body knows if you're going to hurt something, and just listen to your body. It'll tell you, just pay attention. But what I hear is put that weight down, stop running. I am on fire. Please stop what you're doing. Put it down. In fact, I'm actually pretty hungry. If you could actually put down all this weight, what are we even doing? We're just picking it up and putting it down. We're not even accomplishing anything. I would like to go over to the store, get something to eat, go back home, sit down, recover from all this nonsense you were doing, and eat a bag of chips. Like, why are we doing this? I don't know what your body's telling you, but that's what my body's telling me. But food is also, it's very intriguing. Think about free samples. You go into any store that has free samples, you're so excited. You just want to walk up, like, oh, what do you got there? And you always pretend like, maybe I'll buy this. And then you just take the free sample and you walk away. Something I had never seen before. I mean, we don't go into Whole Foods that frequently, but we went into a Whole Foods. We're like, you know what? Let's just look around. Let's see what they have. I always hear people talking about it. And yes, it's pretty expensive. A lot of the things on there are pretty costly. But one of the things that we saw that I thought was crazy is they have like this sushi area, which is nice. A lot of stores have a sushi area, but they have free samples of sushi. Great. We can try some free samples of sushi. But the unique thing about this sushi area, there wasn't even anyone there. There was no one in the entire room. There was had all like the fresh fish and all this stuff. There was no one anywhere around. And they had this huge platter of just free sushi. It was like an untouched sushi platter. And it just said, a little sign said free samples. So yeah, I took some free samples. I had one with, that one's pretty good. Let's try this one. That one's pretty good as well. I gotta bring some to my wife. So I get one of those little plates that they had. They had the little chopsticks, and I grab it and I'm like, I'm gonna go take this to maybe I'll take the next one to my wife. And we looked at the prices of the sushi that they were selling, and it was quite expensive. But they had free samples. And so my wife took a free sample, a couple free samples, maybe 2 or 3, 4 free samples. And I see the appeal of Whole Foods. But other times when we're shopping for groceries and we're not just there to look around, obviously we buy a bunch of stuff. We buy a bunch of food. We try to figure out what we need for the week, what we're going to make for our daughter, what we're going to eat, and we'll buy produce, we'll buy meat, we'll buy vegetables, we'll buy all that stuff, and we put it all in these big bags, and we'll haul it into the car, and we drive the car home, and have to bring like all these bags inside, and we're putting it all down. I'm trying to fit everything into the refrigerator. Sometimes I like play Tetris with like the bottles and the cartons and like all the meats, and I'm trying to make sure everything could fit, and it's like packed to the brim, making sure everything fits in all the shelves, and we can still close the door. We sit down because it was exhausting, and then we're starving. and we look at each other, we say, there's nothing to eat. There's really two times that you go grocery food shopping. When you're not hungry and when you're hungry. And the kind of food you bring home during those two different times are very different. When you're not hungry, you have a bunch of healthy stuff. You have fresh produce, you have fresh meat. You're gonna, I'm gonna cook this later, it's gonna be great. When you're hungry and you go food shopping, you get a bunch of things that are bagged or in sleeves, bags that you open like this and reach in and the food's already there. Or they come in sleeves that have this convenient little pull tab open. You eat something out of it, and then you put it back and you pat it closed, and it's good to go. Those are the times that when you get home 2 days later, you realize, you know what? I don't have anything healthy to eat at all in this whole house. This is all snacks, and you know what? I'm okay with it. A couple years ago, there was this ice cream truck that kept coming around our neighborhood at like 1:30 in the morning and blasting its ice cream music. And I was like, what is happening? There's no way someone's trying to sell ice cream to kids at 1:30 in the morning. And so one time I went out there and I'm like, what is going on? What are these people doing? And I looked and they're selling a bunch of ice cream on the corner. But yeah, it's not the kids, it's to these adults. There's a line of adults buying ice cream from this truck at 1:30 in the morning. I mean, I guess this ice cream truck just got sick of all the competition for children. Clearly this ice cream truck has found a market that is working for it. But obviously him coming around to our place at 1:30 every night and waking us up wasn't great, so my wife wanted me to fix it. So I don't really know what I'm supposed to do. I thought maybe at first, it's kind of suspicious that there'd be an ice cream truck at 1:30 in the morning. Maybe they're like selling something out of it that's not ice cream. And then whenever I saw that they were just literally handing out ice cream cones, so I don't really know what I'm supposed to do. But my wife wants me to do something, so I called 911. I don't know who to call. It's an ice cream truck. Hello, 911, what's your emergency? And I'm like, I'm not sure if it's an emergency, but there's this ice cream truck that's driving around our neighborhood, blaring its music at 1:30 in the morning. And she's like, okay, are they doing anything illegal? And I was like, well, I know it's not really an emergency, but I also don't really know who to call. She's like, did you try calling your local authorities? And I was like, isn't that what 911 is for? And she's like, I think you need to call someone else. And I was like, who should I call? She's like, I don't know, but not 911. I don't know. I just thought some of these things were kind of weird. Thought I'd share. Let me know if you've ever had anything similar happen to you. And if you did, what did you do about it? Maybe you'll let me know what to do next time there's an ice cream truck at 1:30 in the morning right outside my door selling ice cream. Thanks. Talk to you later.